Formula One has had only 10 teams for some time now. Opinions are divided on whether new teams should be allowed to enter. Recently, it was confirmed that Andretti Autosport had applied for a spot on the grid from 2026. This was met with some resistance from the likes of Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff. Andretti Autosport CEO Michael Andretti has now responded. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, should Andretti Autosport be allowed to enter F1? Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff was asked about a new team possibly entering F1 during a press conference in Barcelona. He responded by accepting the potential of the American market. Andretti is a name, that's for sure, and the American market is important. He, however, feels that only a team that can bring value should be given the opportunity to join F1. Every team that is joining needs to be accretive. That means it needs to add value, and it's not only by paying $200 million entry fee. It needs to demonstrate, in my opinion, what it can do for the other teams, for F1 and FIA. Only then will the sport grow. In response, Michael Andretti, son of retired F1 world champion Mario Andretti, stated the following to Autosport. We've lodged an entry and just need approval. Hopefully people understand we're not diluting. That's what Toto says, we're diluting. No, we're not. He signed off by elaborating how his team will bring value to F1. First of all, we're bringing $200 million, and second, we feel we're going to add more than $100 million to the bottom line just here in the US by having an American team and an American driver. Fast feed. Alpine's Fernando Alonso doesn't know if he's satisfied yet with the performance of the car or not. We are in the initial days, but I'm happy in general with how things are going to be in a new preseason. Hopefully the pandemic will also give us a break. Red Bull's Sergio Perez has revealed that the demand was very great from race number 1 at Red Bull. Being at the level of the team that was fighting for the championship became complicated. At times, it was mentally complicated because I did not have that adaptation, that union with the car, but fortunately we were able to get ahead. Williams driver Alex Albon has divulged that if something changes at the last minute, when you've figured something out and then suddenly everything is different, that gets on my nerves. His teammate Nicholas Latifi, meanwhile, doesn't like people who don't care about punctuality. I'm very particular about that. If someone isn't there 5 minutes before the meeting point, I think they're already late. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto feels that some teams are lowering expectations more than others. We will see that with the tests in Bahrain and with the first races. His driver Carlos Sainz stated that it feels like the 2022 tyres are a bit better. The work done by Pirelli last year and the development seems to start to pay off a bit. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko pointed out that the border with Ukraine is only about 450 kilometers from Austria. It was actually unimaginable that something like this could happen. Then, when you see the brutality with which they proceed and the threatening gestures, it's very frightening. Should Andretti Autosport be allowed to enter F1? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula One.